Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, yesterday, William RUTO was in Mombasa for a certain ceremony where there was some kind of entertainment. So, during that event, William RUTO, for the first time, advised, I think, the committee that was tasked with preparation of that finance bill to first remove the content creators tax clause that sought to introduce 15% on content creators. You see, I told someone, I think like 2 days ago, that this was going to kill the ability of many youths who have ventured on the online space to create alternative workforce. You see, like for example, something like YouTube. You know, there is already an existing taxation from the YouTube that there's a form that you must fill when you get that YouTube partnership program. For you to comply, you must fill that form. Also, when the government wanted to introduce 15%, because according to YouTube's terms, theirs is a bit, though it's higher than the 15%, but it depends. Sometimes it's not even 30%. But the government would have made sure that all content creators pay exactly 15%, whether you earn little, whether you earn more. I think the government, if they wanted to have such an arrangement, they could have come with a different way of dealing with the issue, because you cannot just subject people who are spending their money. Sometimes youth spend their money, but they don't get a result from the expenditure. So you can't just subject people to that kind of what we call taxation. So William RUTO felt the pressure, decided to withdraw that tax. We are also waiting for him to withdraw the housing levy. This is not something that Kenyans want to be part of. The housing levy, at the end of the day, itabidi tolewe. I saw an article yesterday where Okia Omtata filed a petition with the courts regarding this issue. And Okia Omtata said, let me just read to you what he said in his petition, because the petition sought to address the issue of a finance bill. I want to be precise here. So this is what Okia Omtata said. There are clear limitations that cannot be breached when doing taxation. That is where the Bill of Rights comes into play. When you look at the finance bill, there are many things that are not proper. The housing levy, you cannot force somebody to save. You cannot force somebody to join an association. Parliament is forbidden from passing those kind of laws that are arbitrary. Also, there is something I read yesterday. I just want to share it with you. Something that that got one of the Kenya Kwanza people, wondering whether they should continue supporting the bill. I want to read through that part. Let me just go through my phone. It was a bit crazy yesterday when this came to the limelight. But let me just give me a minute. Because if that is true, what I read, because it was saying that statement was saying that if you have a spouse or if you have a wife who maybe does business, then you also do business, or what happens that your revenue and the wife's revenue are combined. When they are combined, then they are subjected to, the husband is forced to pay tax. I don't know whether that's true, but if that is true, then I think something needs to be done. I'm almost getting it. Let me just a moment. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Here it is. So I want to read to you this part. There's a section on income of a person assessed on him. I think it's article number 45. This is what it says. executors or administrators, notwithstanding that no assessment has been, the income of a married woman living with the husband shall be deemed to be the income of the husband for the purpose of ascertaining his total income, and shall be assessed on, and the tax thereon charged on, the husband. But that part of the total amount of tax charged on the husband as bears the same proportion to the total amount as the amount of the income of the wife bears to the amount of the total income of the husband may, if due and not paid, be collected from the wife, or if she is dead, from her made upon her, and the provisions of the act relating to. I mean, it's a bit complicating. Most of these things require interpretation, but where I underscore is this: the income of a married woman living with the husband shall be deemed to be the income of the husband for the purpose of ascertaining his total income, and shall be assessed on, and the tax thereon charged on the husband. Who is ready for that? I say that this finance bill has draconian clauses in it, things that if you go through, even those people who say that it must be passed, they will reject it. The income of the woman, the wife, will be treated as the income of the husband and charged on the husband to ascertain the total income. What does that mean? The husband might have to pay taxation because of the income of the wife. No. William Ruto should look at this thing extensively. People are paying a lot of tax, VAT, when you transact M-Pesa, bank charges, left, right, and center. If you are already taxed, why don't you be left with your money so that you can spend it? Everything you do, taxation is being implemented. Now they are coming to this clause where a wife and a husband's income will be combined and the tax charged on the husband. Is that okay? I don't know, but that's why I think Okiya Omtatah is right to take this matter to parliament, to the courts. Despite the fact that we saw Rigathi Gachagua on Sunday tell Okiya Omtatah, you can go to the courts. William Ruto literally told Okiya Omtatah not to go to the courts, but he sarcastically made that, submission. So I don't know, but William Ruto should look at this issue extensively. Really, we can't be subjected to this. If this is true, I've not gone through the finance bill, but if this is true, all is not going to be well. Revolution, how does a revolution start? Very simple. A revolution starts when you try to force the people with things that they cannot meet. You're forcing people with heavy taxes that they themselves cannot meet. People can't pay this kind of taxes. You see, this will just make people default. There are so many people who are defaulting right now, ladies and gentlemen. You default over taxations, you're penalized heavily. It is not going to be easy. Of course, I know William Ruto says that we want to be like Singapore. But take a look at this. When Singapore implemented their laws or their bylaws that made them achieve whatever they achieved, and by then that was a long time ago, there was no inflation like it is right now. Back then, bei za bidhaa zilikuwa zienda juu sana. Corona had not been in place. William Ruto should consider the fact that 2 years down the line, we were still reeling from the Corona mayhem. Now people have not recovered fully. They should give us some time to recover so that we should it's not going to be easy for people. This is just setting the people for defaulting. They want the people to default. If the people default, heavy penalties will be implemented on the people. If that is happening, then most people will not be able to access government services because you are left, right, and center. The government is looking for you. Business is not going to be easy for one to set up a business because now the cost of doing business imeenda juu. If the cost of doing business imeenda juu, that means you the person who's doing business will be forced to, hike the prices of either commodities or services you're offering. If that happens, then the people will not be able to afford your services, afford your commodities, and life will be unbearable. I don't know whether William Ruto knows what he's subjecting Kenyans to. I know that this Kenya Kwanza government is not for the hustlers. Not for the hustlers. That is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. If it were for the hustlers, it would have listened to the hustlers. But the truth of the matter is that the hustlers government is not in Kenya Kwanza. There is nothing like hustlers government, ladies and gentlemen. But until we catch up again with another analysis, I just wanted to, tell me what you think about this matter regarding below the comment section. Whether you think now Okiya Omtatah's move is justified, whether you think William Ruto, when he said that he's dropping the 15% content creators tax, now he should just proceed to drop all others. But I think he should proceed to review the whole finance bill. I am foreseeing a scenario where now William Ruto will just have to do it, because let's be honest, this bill, if it's passed, itaumiza watu vibaya. Dear ladies and gentlemen, allow me to wind up there. And once again, I'd like to urge you to stay safe, stay blessed until you catch up again in our next analysis.